Go.
Moving right along, I think we'll take a look at this engine here. So this is a new narrow gauge engine of mine. He rings a bell to you because I shown him before. But this is actually Fearless Freddie, the fastest engine in the hills. So I like Fearless Freddie as a character. He's pretty satisfying to look at. So he was made from a Thomas Wood Nia. That's something I had an idea from almost 2 years ago, back when they first made Nia, but she was Bearwood and she was cancelled. But I'm pretty happy with how Fearless Freddy turned out. He's one of my favorite customs. Like, I cannot believe how good he looks. Maybe you guys think that too. And now, let's take a look at this group of engines here. So they are all 3D printed, and they're all narrow gauge engines. If you watch the show, you might recognize that these are all the Cutie Mark Crusaders. This one is Scootaloo. Here's Sweetie Belle. And the yellow one here is Apple Bloom, Applejack's little sister. So I think they all look pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I can't tell who's my favorite, but if I had to guess, I'd say Sweetie Belle, because I love the way how I drew her face.
Yeah, I like this one too.
The thing that I like about most is the face. It looks so good. Like, these all look pretty good, but Sweetie Belle is my best one. So, do you guys like these customs? You may have seen them before, but I just haven't shown them to you personally. But let me know what you guys think about this. And which one do you like the most? Now I think we'll take a look at this saddle tank engine here. So this is inspired by Calvin Rogers, and this is actually 13, the unlucky engine, or at least I think. So she has NWR in 13, and actually 13 is actually a boy, but Calvin Rogers decided to make him a girl. So that's kind of interesting. But I kind of like how 13 looks. This was made from a Thomas Adventures Ashima face, if you want to know. This is a 2019 Percy, but I want to explain something to you. This is a 2018 Percy chassis, but it's glued onto this. So the reason being is because when I first got her, I asked my dad to cut the face off, but the wheel kind of got bent here, so it couldn't move, actually. So I asked him if he could cut off this chassis and cut off this chassis from the other one. So she looks pretty good now that I fixed that small problem. So do you like this custom of 13? Please tell me. I think I did a pretty good job. Now we'll take a look at these two. So the yellow one here is Penny, the ghost engine. And the pink one here is Rosie from season 10. This is a custom I done, but I decided to upgrade them. So they were made from the 2019 version of Rosie, because I actually used their chassis for this. So I think they look pretty good. I'm happy with how they turned out. It's kind of interesting. So Rosie looks pretty good. So does Penny here. I mean, I love them both. I can't tell who's my favorite. Now I think we'll take a look at this saddle tank engine here, who is yet another OC of Calvin Rogers. So let me explain about her. So she's a brown saddle tank engine. I think she may have the same number as Percy, or I could be wrong. She has purple stripes added to her. That's something she didn't originally have. And she has a gold whistle and 3 wheels here. Calvin Rogers has this engine, but he doesn't have a chassis for it yet. But this is how I imagined it would look. He told me that she may have pink wheels. I just gave her pink wheels, but I don't know if that's the actual color. And right now, this engine is unnamed at the moment. I don't know what a good name for this engine would be. Calvin Rogers hasn't gave this engine a name. But I do quite like her. I have a plan for her in one of my episodes. So now let's take a look at this green engine here. So this is Mike, not Mike the Arlesdale engine. but Mike the Southern Markland engine. So if you don't know who Mike is, Mike's like a character from this Roblox Thomas game called The Cool Beans Railway 3, made by Speedy Skip.
Is this wood or 3D?
This is actually wood. It's a Thomas Wood Rosie
because it's so dark.
with a wooden railway chassis. I think Mike looks pretty good. He was originally black at first, and he had an angry expression. But now he's been upgraded. I don't know whose OC Mike is, but I would like to know.
Okay,
So,
that's it.
that's it. So, I think we'll stop there. But thanks for watching this part. Which one of these customs was your favorite? I'm pretty sure you might decide who's your favorite. Like, maybe you could like all of them or just one in particular. And stay tuned for another part as we look at all these other trains. See you soon.